From Dunai onwards, you will start your real trek towards Upper Dolpa. As mentioned earlier, if your flight does manage to fly from Nepalganj to Ranja Airport of Jufal, then you don't have to trek for 5 days from Jumla to reach here.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Hello.
Road might be a bit slippery and muddy if it's raining. After about an hour, you will reach Suligad. Suligad is the entrance to Phoksundo National Park. Here, the tourists who have not paid their entrance fee can do so. From Suligad, the road becomes horizontal, with mild inclines in between. The road is populated with tea shops in between at Kalaripi, Kageni and Sangta. Kageni and Sangta are both ideal lunch places. Chepka is the camping site of the day. There are few hotels, and if you like to tent your own camp, then there is availability of good plain field with water and toilet facilities. On day 7, you will be escalating from 2,491 to 3,130 meters. Your journey starts from Chepka and will end at Chunuwar. The road follows the Phoksundo river upstream through dense forest. On this day, travelers cross Phoksundo river several times over small local bridges. At one point between Rechi and Chunuwar, there is this dramatic point where two rivers of distinctly different colors merge to form a single Phoksundo river. After 5.5 hours of walk, you will reach the camping site of the day, Chunuwar. Chunuwar houses a hotel, a campsite, a village water tap, and well-managed public toilets. It also contains communication facility through a PCO. The 8th day of the trek is the most interesting, as your destination of the day is, say, Phoksundo Lake. The trek is not long as well. You will be climbing 513 meters and it should take about 3.5 hours. At the end of 3 hours of uphill climb is a view tower. The view tower offers a view of Phoksundo Falls, a spectacular 3-step waterfall that drops down 167 meters from the Phoksundo Lake.
समयमा आइपुग्यो आज हाम्रो स्टामिना ठिकै रहेछ
कति गाह्रो भयो दाइ
त्यति सोचेको थियो त्यति भएन हामीले त 10:30 बजे प्लान थियो 9:30 बजे आइपुग्यो भनेपछि आई थिंक हाम्रो ग्रुपको टिमको स्टामिना लुकिङ ग्रेट
After a 10-minute walk uphill from the view tower, you will get the first glimpse of Phoksundo Lake. After walking for about an hour, you will arrive at a village called Ringmo. This village of mainly Buddhist people lies on the banks of Phoksundo Lake. Camping just in front of the majestic Phoksundo Lake sure does take your breath away. And as mentioned earlier, 145 meters deep Phoksundo Lake is the deepest lake not just in Nepal, but is also the deepest lake found in high altitude. One interesting fact is that there is no animal life in this lake. Observing the magical deep blue color of the lake closely, you will notice that it changes color as according to amount of the ambience of the light.
Beautiful day, beautiful lakes, beautiful.
Oh, nice day.
Ringmo village is the boundary between lower and upper Dolpa. Once you start 9th day of trek from here, you will be entering upper Dolpa. Walking on a rocky precipice over the Phoksundo lake, it offers different angles to view all three corners of Phoksundo lake. The precipice is also the site of a dramatic scene in the popular movie Himalayan. The trek goes up to a height of 4,085 meters, after which it steadily descends through a dense pine forest. After walking downhill for about 2 hours, you will reach Choklapuk, a lovely beach perfect for camping. After lunch, you walk horizontally along a gorge with mountains on both sides. Camping is at Ruktang, an open space beside the river. On the left side, this place offers a view of Kanjirowa mountain. Ruktang is at the height of 3,594 meters.
Namaste.
On the 10th day, the route becomes hard as well as very unique. You will be crossing Pisten River over and over again without bridges. This day, you need to pack your lunch, and it is advisable to wear sandals as you will mostly be walking across the water. It's a steady climb. From 3,594 meters, you will be climbing to the height of 4,677 meters. Camping is at base camp on the shore of the river. There is a wide open space at the river shore with stony ground and thorny juniper bushes. The 11th day's trek gets even tougher. This day, you will be crossing the highest pass, which is of 5,352 meters. Like the day earlier, you will need to pack your lunch and make a steady climb. The day's destination is a holy Buddhist place, Gompa, and it will take about 7 to 8 hours of walk. The walk is a bit sore as the hills are barren and sandy. You will need to be careful about altitude sickness, so it is better if you take your time and walk slowly but steadily. After crossing the pass, the other side offers a spectacular view of light sand-colored mountains. It is dry and windy at the top, so after viewing the landscapes, it is better to descend as fast as you can. It's nearly 1,000 meters downhill walk to reach Gompa. From a religious point of view, Gompa is considered to be the most important of all Gumbas in Nepal. It is almost a Mecca for Buddhists. Though the building itself is modest, the statues in the Gumba are very expensive. Some of them are coated in gold and silver. The word She itself means biggest of all in Tibetan. Crystal Mountain, which stands right in front of Shegompa, is supposed to be the younger brother of Kailas Mountain. These mountains are sacred to both Hindus and Buddhists. Every 12 years, in the year of dragon, according to Tibetan calendar, Shegompa holds a festival. Though the Gumba has a ceremony in September every year, there is a major ceremony every 12 years. Buddhists from all over the world flock to this festival, and during this festival, devotees make a rotation of Crystal Mountain.
Alurata mahaju cheparulai jama begutalai isakut hai begutalai isakut hey 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 hey
Day 12. You start your journey from the height of 4,354 meters, and you will be climbing up to the height of 5,120 meters. This pass is called Sela Pass. Over here, you need to be careful about the altitude sickness as well as tiredness. To reach the destination of the day, Saldang, you will be walking for 11 hours. The top of the hill or the pass is called Selabhanjang. After viewing the landscape for a while, you will be descending to the height of 4,085 meters. Lunch is at Namgung, a small village that offers an open brick kitchen for trekkers. If the travelers are weary, they can camp at Namgung instead of walking 4 more hours to Saldang, as Namgung offers a good camping facility as well. After walking for 3 to 4 hours from Namgung, you will reach Saldang. Saldang is a very beautiful valley. Its green fields in stark contrast to the bare hills around. Saldang is densely populated compared to surrounding hillsides. It is a fertile valley which grows potatoes, rice, wheat and barley. Saldang also has a primary school, a health center and communication facility through Hello Network. It has a good campsite and running water as well. This place has another attraction too. The hero of the Oscar-nominated film Caravan, or better known as Himalaya, Thinley Londup, lives in here. Thinley is a astounding figure. You can have a chat with him about his experience and lifestyle and the changes he is trying to bring to Upper Dolpa.
अब बहिनी त अहिले आयो नि बाटो त्यही हो फेराक छैन बिग त्यही हो फेराक छैन चाउरी त्यहाँबाट हिरेको हो त्यो चाउरी चाहिँ खोजे छ नि चाउरी जाने चाउरी सबै चाहिँ साकाली चाउरी हो हजुर त्यो खोस्ने चाउरी नाकाली हो बनाएको चाउरी हो
त्यो त तपाईले अब बनाएको हेर्नु भयो हैन फिल्ममा आउँदाखेरि कस्तो लाग्यो तपाईलाई
त्यो त म पनि सलक भयो नि यो चाहिँ त्यस्तै भिड छ त्यहीँबाट चाउरी खोजेर ओहो कस्तो गरी खिच्यो होला भने म पनि आत्म लाग्यो.
Saldang also has a Gumba called Samiye Choing Gumba. This Gumba is older than She Gumba, and it has been modeled on the Potala Gumba in Tibet and other Gumbas in Thimphu. Day 13 is a bit easy day. You will be walking for just about 6 to 7 hours, and there are mild inclines and declines once you start your journey from Saldang. After passing several villages on the way, the mountainside is dotted with little chortens or Buddhist shrines. Many of them are hard to access. Lunch is at Namdo, a small village with a school and communication facility. Slippers or sandals will come in handy here, as you have to cross knee-deep river twice to reach the camping spot. The campsite is at a river shore a few miles out of Rakyo. It is an open ground on a small precipice overlooking a river. In here, thorny juniper bushes were the only vegetation. Rakyo is located at the height of 4,151 meters, and on the 14th day of trek, you will prepare to cross the last pass. So this day, you will pack your lunch and make a steady climb. As you are moving to a higher ground, you will be leaving valleys and villages behind, and the scene will go back to barren hills with a few signs of vegetation here and there. Camp is at High Camp, which is at the height of 4,850 meters. This is the highest camp of the journey. The place is cold and foggy.